Welcome to adulthood, where finding a friend feels harder than finding a partner. Forget dating apps, forget Tinder, forget romance. The real challenge is finding a friend after 25. As a kid, it was simple. You like dinosaurs? I like dinosaurs. Cool, we're best friends now. No effort, no fear, no emotional paperwork. Now, it's scheduling, calendars, logistics, silent anxiety, until one day you realize nobody hung out. Nothing happened. Everyone disappeared into their lives, and you learned to stop trying. But before we go further, if this kind of uncomfortable honesty information matters to you, you'll want to be here. This channel is about understanding why we do what we do, so we can stop repeating it. If that's your lane, subscribe. It tells the algorithm who this is for, and it makes sure these conversations keep showing up in your feed. And you may consider sharing it with someone who's quietly stuck in the same loop. All right, let's get into it. We say the same sentence. I'm just busy. Work, stress, life, responsibilities. It sounds mature, it sounds responsible, it sounds adult, but it's not the full truth. Because we're not too busy for the people we love. We're just scared to be the one who tries, scared to be the one always initiating, scared to care more than they do, scared to open up, only to realize the other person never really chose us back. So we hide behind the costume of busy, because avoidance is easier than emotional honesty. Busy is how adults say, I didn't want to risk caring more than you. Something happened between childhood and adulthood. We got hurt. Friends ghosted. Friends faded. Friends betrayed. Friends outgrew us. Life separated people we thought would never leave. We learned the hard lesson. Friendship isn't guaranteed. And now, we walk carefully, we protect ourselves, we wear emotional armor, not because we don't want connection, but because we're terrified to need it. Here's why adult friendship feels harder than dating. Dating has a script, apps, profiles, first date, second date. There's a structure, there's an expected path. Friendship? No script, no milestones, no cultural blueprint, just vibes, unsaid expectations. They rely on mutual effort. Not with arguments, not with betrayal, but with slow neglect. Lonely, but safe. Connected, but never close. Social, but unsupported. It's grief without a funeral. In dating, you're allowed to say, I like you. I want to see you again. In friendship, that feels clingy, so you hide behind casual energy. Oh, we should hang sometime, then never schedule it. Because nobody wants to be the one who looks like they care more. You'd rather risk heartbreak in romance than mild embarrassment in friendship. Look around your life. Think about the coworker you always laugh with, the neighbor you keep saying hi to, the person at the gym you always nod at, the old friend you think about but never text. There's an entire parallel universe of friendships you are one message away from living that you never started. And then you say, I don't have close friends. People just drift. No. You drifted silently by choosing comfort over effort every single time. You say nobody shows up for you, but how many people never got the chance because you never sent the second text? We live in the most connected time in human history. Hundreds of contacts, thousands of followers, constant notifications, and still, you haven't had a real conversation in weeks. You haven't laughed deeply in months. You haven't felt truly seen in years. We replaced closeness with contact. We replaced intimacy with online interaction. We replaced friendship with people we kind of know. That's not connection. That's noise. Adult friendships don't just happen. They are built on purpose, repeatedly, even when we're tired, even when it's inconvenient, even when we aren't sure the other person will reciprocate. That requires vulnerability, and vulnerability is terrifying. But without it, we stay empty, surrounded by people, but profoundly alone. And deep down, you already feel it. Adult friendship isn't harder than dating. It's harder than pretending you don't need it. But pretending has a cost. Your life becomes full, but empty, loud, but lonely, busy, but disconnected. Because adulthood isn't just work, goals, and survival. It's having someone to laugh with when your life feels ridiculous, and someone to stand beside you when it gets heavy. Friendship isn't childish, it's necessary. Here's the truth. Friendship now is a decision. It requires texting first, planning first, showing up first, risking disappointment, risking awkwardness, risking effort. Not because you're desperate, but because you value connection. You don't need dozens of friends. You need people who meet you halfway, people who match effort, people who hear you when you speak softly, not only when you scream. And here's something healing. You're not the only one who wants closeness. Most people are quietly hoping someone will choose them too. Be brave enough to try again, not because it's easy, but because your heart still deserves people.